troll network's driving me mad.
Hello people. Now Tyson, I Got High Fury, and Anthony, the Black Supremacist Joshua, have both agreed terms for their fight next year. The first fight will be a 50-50 split, which means both fighters will get the same amount of money, but the rematch will have a 60-40 split in favor of the winner of the first fight. Now people, I didn't rush out and produce a video on this topic as I knew that there were obvious stumbling blocks to the Tyson I Got High Fury and Anthony the Black Supremacist Joshua's fight taking place. Now people, let's first focus on Anthony the Black Supremacist Joshua's stumbling blocks, the first of them being Kerber the serial kisser Pulev. Now people, Kerber the serial kisser Pulev is the IBF mandatory. He is a veteran of the sport, beating the likes of Derek, Higlasmi Cesaro and Huey Shades of Ali Fury. So people, Pulev is no pushover. Now the Bob father, Bob Arum, who promotes Kerber the serial kisser Pulev, would love Pulev to beat Anthony the Black Supremacist Joshua, so that the unification fight can occur between two top-ranked fighters. So Bob Arum has a vested interest in hoping Joshua loses to his man Kerber Pulev, as then the Bob father would take a cut from both Tyson I Got High Fury and Kerber the serial kisser Pulev in their unification fight. So the Bob father would line his pockets from both purses as they are both signed with Top Rank. But more importantly, the Bob father would guarantee the first 4-belt unified heavyweight champion of the world will be from his stable. Now people, imagine the prestige associated with promoting that fight, being the sole promoter of the first 4-belt unification fight in the heavyweight division. So people, as you can imagine, Kerber the serial kisser Pulev is a stumbling block that's not gonna vanish. It's gonna stay there and he's going to try to upset the apple cart, if you will. Now people, the second of Joshua's stumbling blocks is the former undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world and currently WBO mandatory Alexander the Pussycat Usyk. Now people, Alexander Usyk has made it clear that he will not step aside to allow the undisputed fight between Anthony the Black Supremacist Joshua and Tyson I Got High Fury. So people, Alexander the Pussycat Usyk is not prepared to step aside and wants his shot at Anthony Joshua straight after Kerber the serial kisser Pulev. Now people, please listen to what Alexander the Pussycat Usyk said about the current heavyweight world champions.
Of the heavyweights at the moment, who would you say would be your toughest opponent and who would be the easiest opponent for you?
Ну, самый тяжелый, я думаю, что это Тайсон Фьюри.
The hardest would be Tyson Fury.
А самый легкий Деонтей Уайлдер.
And Deontay Wilder is the easiest.
Well people, as you heard with your own ears, Alexander the Pussycat Usyk believes Tyson I Got High Fury to be the most difficult opponent at this current moment. So Alexander the Pussycat Usyk views Anthony Joshua as a more easier fight than Tyson Fury, so of course he is going to want a crack at Anthony Joshua as he sees Joshua as more beatable than Tyson Fury. Now people, let's discuss Tyson I Got High Fury stumbling blocks, the first of them being Deontay Windmill Wilder. Now people, as I'm sure you're all aware, Tyson I Got High Fury has a rematch clause in place with Deontay Windmill Wilder. So, Tyson, I got high fury, must fight Deontay Windmill Wilder next or face a protracted legal battle. Now, people, I am aware that Tyson, I got high fury is the overwhelming favourite, but this is boxing, and in heavyweight boxing especially, anything can happen. The second of Tyson, I got high fury stumbling blocks is Dillian fighting Argos Whyte. Dillian fighting Argos Whyte is the WBC interim champion and currently mandatory challenger. Now, people, the Bob father, Bob Arum, has suggested that the WBC postpone or discard Dillian fighting Argos Whyte's mandatory shot, or that they make his fighter Tyson I got high fury the franchise champion. But Tyson I got high fury as the WBC franchise champion would not be able to face Anthony Joshua in an undisputed fight, as Tyson I got high fury would need the WBC world heavyweight title for that. Now that leaves postponing Dillian fighting Argos Whyte's shot. Well, people, Dillian fighting Argos Whyte has started legal proceedings to make sure that this isn't the case. So, if Tyson Fury is to face Anthony Joshua for Undisputed, not only will he need to beat Deontay Windmill Wilder, but also his mandatory in Dillian fighting Argos Whyte. So, people, there are many stumbling blocks in the way of making the undisputed fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Now, people, if Tyson Fury defeated Deontay Windmill Wilder and then became the WBC franchise champion, and if Anthony Joshua were to defeat Kurbat the serial kisser Pulev and then vacate the WBO belt, and then, of course, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua could fight each other in the first half of 2021. But then it wouldn't have the added glitz and glamour for being for Undisputed, as there would be another WBC champion and there would be another WBO champion. So, people, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace out.